So what did you think of WWDC this week? Was that this week? Hold on. Was that Monday? That was Monday.
Was it Monday?
I'm pretty sure it was Monday.
Wow, this week has been a month.
Dude, this week has been a month.
That's crazy.
We could talk about that. This week has felt.
What came out? What did they do? Like tech wise? Because this is like developer, a lot of UI stuff, a lot of OS stuff.
All the OS updates, and then this was like their big, we're doing AI.
Oh yeah, Apple Intelligence. That was honestly the most Apple thing they could have ever done.
Yeah, I usually get so annoyed with them for rebranding literally everything, and that one, like, that gave me a little bit of a chuckle. I was like, okay, I'm here for that one.
That they've kept that under wraps for a long ass time. They're like, nobody say this out loud ever until the day.
Yeah.
Man. I think in 5 years it'll be good. Like right now I can't really see myself using Siri the way that they were like, you can just check like where to pick up your mom. Where's the dinner reservation? What time her plane comes in? I'm like, I don't think I can kind of do that now with her. You know, like you can be like, when does this plane land? I don't know. It seems cool, but will be cool in 5 years or 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah. I was telling my cousin, I was like, I think I'm interested enough to where I might buy a new phone for it. But if they come out with H.265 log footage in the native camera app as well on the 16, I will buy a 16 and play around with it, like guaranteed. But otherwise, I don't.
They didn't release a 16, right?
No, that'll be this fall, I think. Yeah. Yeah, because that was the weird thing, is the AI stuff is only going to be available on the 15 Pro, so the regular 15 won't get it, which is crazy. And then anything Apple Silicon, I think, gets it on iPad and Mac side. But
okay, because that part I missed. I didn't catch the full.
Yeah, which that pisses me off because I've got the 14 Pro, which I like finally upgraded to after years of just like having a real piece of shit SE. I was like, I'm gonna get a big boy phone, and like it still is like absolutely crushing it. Like I haven't checked my battery health, but like I haven't had to because it's totally fine. Yeah. Runs great. Like there's no way it can't do some of this stuff.
Dude, the SE was so good.
It's so good.
The SE was the OG phone. I have the 13 mini because I liked the SE so much.
Yeah. I almost bought one of those. It was really close.
Honestly, this battery health's doing pretty good too for a 13 mini.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. They just have to come up with dumb reasons to buy the new ones because everything's so good that you don't want to.
Yeah. Do you know what the light phone is? It's like a dumb phone, dumb smartphone.
Oh. Is it okay? I've heard of like versions of this. Isn't there one that you literally have to connect to like a hotspot to, like it's just Wi-Fi? Is there one? Is that the one you're talking about?
That'd be crazy. No, this one works like a phone, but that came out this week as well. They released a new phone, and I only bring it up because I bring it up because I'm on the email list and I got the news. But I had the like OG version of it because I don't know, maybe like 5 years ago, I was like, I'm addicted to my phone. I just want something that texts and calls. It's basically a Kindle. Back then it was basically like e-ink small Kindle the size of an iPhone.
Did you like it at all?
No.
Yeah, it sounds terrible.
Like imagine texting on a Kindle.
No, I don't even like reading on my Kindle half the time because of the lag. And that's just flipping pages.
You're like, I've already read this.
Dude, I did that the other night. I fell asleep holding it, and I think my thumb like slightly pressed, and I woke up like eons ahead and had to like slowly try and find out where I was.
That's actually the worst.
You wouldn't do that with a real book.
No, you would just drop it and your bookmark would fall out and you'd be like, fuck.
Yeah, but I know physically where I'm at, right? Like I'm finding it much quicker. But
man, we are so like in this generation of like we had dial up. I had dial up. Did you have dial up?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and now we're.
I was definitely the victim. Victim's not the right word. I was definitely a granola kid. So like, I didn't really start like interneting hard until probably like middle school. So I'm assuming we had dial up, and I just don't totally remember because I didn't get to use it.
I feel like that's also part of it.
I couldn't play Halo online back in the day. Like, love my mom. Totally feel like I'm not like I don't hold that against her at all, but like that was what I grew up with.
I don't know. I was playing like CD-ROMs out of cereal boxes. You know, I was playing video games out of cereal boxes back then.
Yeah,
like the lag that we experienced that we cannot handle now. You know, is bar none. Like we've just adapted to be like I need it instantly.
No, and I'm totally taking us off on a tangent because your point was just like we are the middle like generation right now between like two worlds, and it's crazy. Dial up, VHS. I mean, even when I was I had cassette tapes at one point, and I remember playing cassette tapes to listen to music. You know, like I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, yo, you know who you should have in your show? You know, Mr. What is it? Mr. Jackio? Digital Joy? Do you know the guy who does Digital Joy on Instagram? He does like a bunch of like VHS, VCR looking analog stuff, but they're like, it's true analog. Like this dude is filming a TV when he like does his After Effects and then puts it through like analog glitches and everything. Like, the stuff that he's doing is really crazy.
I think he's coming up when I search for him.
Digital Joy? I don't know.
Is it all one word?
I think it's 2 words. I think he's from Toronto.
Digital Joy Club.
And I want to like corner him in a coffee shop and be like, tell me your secrets.
Tell me your secrets. Well, dude,
I'll send them to you on
Epos Vox does that too. That guy I interviewed, he's like all about like actually like recording stuff through.
I just don't get it.
Like getting it. It's like I ain't got the patience for that. I respect that so much. No way I'm doing any of that.
Yeah, I want a quick and dirty kind of way. I just sent him on Instagram to you.
Okay, let me look.
Yeah. Everyone who's watching, we just took 5 minutes and we're talking about internet stuff and sending via Instagram.
Oh, dude, this looks incredible.
Right?
Oh.
Right. Like, get that guy to WWDC, you know?
No shit. Holy cow. Okay, immediate follow on this guy.
Yeah,
Dang,
shit's crazy.
That's so cool. Yeah, that's a vibe, as they would say.
What did you do this week?
I sacrificed my sleep to finish that stupid Furious.
Oh, yeah.
I think I am still recovering.
Nice.
Because that was not a good choice.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I feel you. Do you do the thing where you get like laser focused on like, you're like, I don't even want to eat right now because I want to finish this. I know I need to move and I know I need to go to the bathroom, but I really want to finish this.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I think we've talked about this. Like, I haven't been diagnosed, but I've got to have whatever neurodivergent, whatever that is, because yeah, if I'm like feeling it, like it's game over. And that was the thing. That was what was so frustrating. Is it was like I am loving making this so much, and I had like, again, I had another job that I needed to get started on, and it's like I know that I literally will not be able to pick up that gig until this is done, because I'm not going to be able to like I can't context switch off of this. I'm so laser dialed on it, right? So it's like, all right, I guess we're just not going to sleep very good for like 2 nights, which was, bad call, because made me real cranky on Friday, but
yeah, it's so weird how that happens. You're like, I know I have something else to do, and that is my actual responsibility, but this thing that I'm cooking, it really feels like it's bubbling.
Yeah, it is a tractor beam that I cannot get out of. Yeah.
That's what happened to me when I was making those stupid transitions. Like, I have work to be doing. And I'm just like, I'll do it after this. I'll do it after this. And I'm like, holy shit, did I just do this code for 6 hours? What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, you're like, I just wasted a day. Yeah, I wanted to follow up with you on that too, because you were like, oh, I did them. And then you said you gave up. And then I never followed up with you on what that meant. Like, did you finish them? Because I didn't test them yet.
I did finish them. Yeah, I got a new version out now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they work.
Yeah. Yeah, they work better.
And these are the ones that you think I'm going to love.
I do think, should we get a first? Let me blip you this is the weirdest podcast that's happening right now.
Yeah, blip me these files. What project could I'll just open up a new one.
Oh, you don't have your thing on. Okay. Also, PSA for anybody watching or listening, it says waiting for you to come online. Oh, you got to open blip. If you and your friends, maybe I'll close it then. If you and your friends send files back and forth, you need to download a program called Blip. It is amazing. It has no file limit. It's instantaneous.
It's literally only network constrained.
It's literally AirDrop, but without restrictions. It's wild.
Yeah. Spencer.
Nah, dude, you're not online, buddy. Wonder if I can just drop this.
I literally have the icon. Hold on. Let me just try sending you something. Does it work if I just send you?
This is us doing technical support. I'm excited to get your first look though, because you might be like, meh, and that is helpful to me, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's very helpful. That's why I want to do it. Well, because again, you were like, you're going to love this. And I was like,
well, then I backtracked.
It's waiting for you to come online, dude, when I try to send you something. Good thing we're not sponsored by Blip.
Yeah, as I'm like giving us like a talking praise about it, I sent you an email instead.
Okay.
Oh, wait, there you are.
I'm like trying to set up project here.
Yeah,
literally like acts like it's gonna work and then it's not working.
Yeah, anyways, this is the first problem I've ever had with it. Usually me and Jake do this all the time.
Yeah.
I do this with a couple of other friends when we're setting files. We've sent footage through this. Definitely recommend with the people that you're like working with. It's not a great like client transfer service because then they also have to download it. Like WeTransfer and all those other things are better because you just send a link. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. Yeah.
Okay. It's a transition, right? Yeah, Creative Herd.
Yeah, it's transitions.
Transition motion. Ooh, I'm very intrigued here. Okay, I'm not screen recording. Do I need to be screen recording?
No. I just want to get your like genuine reaction. So like, it's not for footage. It can't be between 2 clips.
Oh, really?
If that makes sense. Okay. So like
that makes sense.
It needs to be like at the start of a clip or end of a clip. And I've divided them into 2. It says in and some of them say out.
Yeah, there's in and outs. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, ooh. Okay, I definitely need a camera shake because after they land, they're stagnant, which is fine.
Yes. Yeah.
Ooh, dude, playback is really nice too. What's this overshoot one?
Overshoot's my favorite. Like that's pretty much my go-to.
Yeah. What kind of controls do I have here?
Not much. Motion blur.
Not much. Motion blur. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, dude. Yeah. Just on playback alone, I love these. Okay, what about fall and bounce? Now I'm like wanting to try all of them.
Yeah. What are you using it on?
Just a PNG of Dorky Dad Jake.
Okay, cool.
Which you know how I.
Well,
yeah,
that was
bounce. The bounce one I like too. That one's sick.
That was kind of what I was thinking. I was like, all of the things that I really miss when it comes to DaVinci is like having the in and out transitions not just be like a push. Like I use push all the time, and that's like my go-to transition. But the easing for it just doesn't hit for me. Like there's no like bouncing, or there's no like a little bit of overshoot, or there's no like spinning to it. Like sometimes I want that stuff, especially. I don't know. It's just like that extra spice that I feel like should already be built in to Resolve.
Yeah.
And I feel like they could do it so much better than I have, because I've ran into so many like coding issues, which is like, I wish I could just have the out and in be one transition, which I probably could, but I just am not that deep into Fusion yet.
Yeah. Out, push, overshoot. I love that one. Little bit of a like a kind of almost a duck and weave.
Yeah.
On getting out of there. That's
Yeah.
Dude, I love these. I love these a lot. Can you okay. Damn. What else would I want from this? I mean, always my feet like yeah, I've said this to you. I've probably said it on this podcast. I say it on my channel. Like, all I want is add motion in Resolve, which I think is doable. But I mean, like, these are.
What is that?
These are not fulfilling that. I mean, these are kind of doing it, and these do great. I'm probably just taking another chance to get on my fucking soapbox again.
Wait, can you remind me what add motion is for Final Cut?
It's just that plugin by FX Factory that just lets you have A to B.
Oh,
movement.
motion tweening. It's got yeah.
It's like motion. Is motion tween like a Premiere one that does that?
No, that's just like what that is called. Like when you basically have point A and point B and like cross dissolve between the two, it's like a motion tween. Like it's creating two keyframes. It's kind of like a smooth cut. If you put a smooth cut in between, like I wonder what would happen.
Maybe, but it moves, right? Like it does an actual keyframed animation.
Yeah. I don't think smooth. I think it's worth a shot. That would be really funny. But no, like that would need. I don't know what that would need, but for me. Yeah, this is like more static stuff. I picture, you using a camera shake and having these two like in and out things on like icons and PNGs and logos and shit like that.
Yeah, which I already love. And that's, I mean, like oh wait, where's my camera shake? Yeah, like I will use these because these are awesome. And they will totally like, because that's the thing too, exactly like you said, like there's so many times where I just want something to come into screen, kind of bob, and then come out. And I do that all the time, and this is easier than like Magic Animate. Magic Animate is more powerful, but it's more complex. So this fulfills like a very simple, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like
so,
Magic
Animate. Where are you selling these? Where can people go buy them?
They will be on the Creative Herd shop shortly. But still doing some beta testing. Had to make sure they were Jake approved. You know, they go through rigorous testing. Every product on the Creative Herd shop. It's just Jake at his computer, giving a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Our QA process is, hey, can I blip you something? And you send it to me, and it's immediately like, oh, this is cool. Or like, dude, I hate this.
I feel like this thing sucks. It doesn't even work, and it's laggy as hell.
Yeah, that's the other half. That like when you sent me those other ones, I was like, it's just like black screening on me. I just tried to like shorten it by a frame.
Yeah, I put that in the render dungeon immediately.
Okay. So those aren't ever going.
No, I'll circle back eventually. I just need to get out of the like. I got so deep into the edit chair and like into the coding world that I'm like, what the? I have an FX3 that's sitting here that I have not turned on. I've had an FX3 since last time we potted.
Oh my gosh, I just totally brain farted. I was like, what do you mean? You've had that camera for forever? No, FX3, not FX30.
Yeah. So what happened
When
is
did you buy this?
I didn't.
Why are we not talking about this?
Okay, so here was my original plan. I had a C70 and I put it on the market. I think I mentioned that to you. I was like, I'm gonna sell it.
Yes, you did.
Sold it at a great time because Canon dropped their like new cinema lineup, and in theory, I think it's gonna push all the prices back down for. My Siri just turned on. Anyways, so some guy messaged me and was just like, "Hey, I have like an FX3 kit. Like, would you want to trade?" And I was just like, "Sure, actually, yeah." I did like some math in my head, and like he had like a bunch of stuff already, and I was like, "That it honestly kind of works out." Gonna sell the FX30. And then I'll just have like the FX3. I'm like, this should be an easy no-brainer.
Did he have the top handle?
He has the top handle, had like some V-mount stuff, like had a bunch of like cage doodads, you know? So I was like, okay, I feel like that kind of makes it worth it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, and that'll probably, you buy a new camera, you're like, I'm going to make it a thing. I want to do a thing. But maybe because it's so close to the FX30 that I just didn't get that spark. But it's just been sitting in the corner. And I'm like, man, I would love to make a film, Like, I really got to do something for the YouTube channel. And I'm sitting over here coding. And my neck, dude, is out of control, man. It is not good health. It is not good health right now.
Wait, are you like being serious? It's actually hurting? Because God, stop being the same person, dude. Mine has been killing me this week too. Oh my gosh, we're such losers. What a bunch of dorks. No, we need to go make some films instead of just getting hunchbacks.
What do you do for like your neck stretches at the computer? I think this is important content.
It is important content, and honestly, I don't know because I have not had any like real back or neck issues ever, and then like the last 2 weeks, my neck has been so bad. I tried a new pillow that didn't work. I've been trying to my next thing is like to look up the stretches and stuff. I got to figure that out.
It's like tucking the chin. Doing some of those. You think that would be?
I think too. I've got like almost maybe a pinched nerve. Like I think a neck needs some work, but then I also might have like a tight knot pinching a nerve in my shoulder too from again hunching over like a freak. But
okay, hear me out. DaVinci Resolve feature request. It shows you how long it took you to open a project and then go to the render queue.
That would be super cool. I would love stats around all of that.
Because like you don't think your pinched nerve or your neck might have something to do with 24 hours of Furiosa editing?
Oh, for sure it does. No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's not shocking. I'm just laughing that you and I are both having this happen. It's literally just because I was like, he's just yanking my chain because this can't be another perfect coincidence that's happening.
Yeah, once I got locked into making those transitions and I kept running into like roadblocks.
Yeah.
I had to figure it out and I was like, I should go to bed. But what if I just searched on this Google real quick and then all of a sudden I'm just like at the computer at like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, just one more thing, one more forum. What if I find the answer?
One more. Yeah. Oh, we've all been there. And then you wake up in pain and you're like, man, I should have just gone skating and made a film with my FX3.
Yes. Yeah.
Dude, but here's the thing though. I mean, obviously a new camera should get you excited, but that is literally like, and I think people have said this before, I'm not like breaking any ground here, not rocking any ships with what I'm about to say, but like, it's just the most like utilitarian camera on the market right now. Like it is just too good at literally just getting the job done and also looking very boring, like it's a tool and it's an amazing tool, but it doesn't, I mean, I've never used one. I've never seen one. I've never held one. Well, I mean, I've seen them, but not like in person. And It doesn't make me feel anything. But
yeah,
I don't know.
I love this simplicity almost, and I feel so stupid for the sentence I'm about to say, but like the FX30 is a little bit more simple, like in the menus and shit than, or maybe I just haven't spent enough time, but like, or maybe because I know it a little bit better, but I'm like, I just like this simple thing. Like I almost would still sell the FX3 and take the FX30.
Yeah.
Just because I'm like,
FX30 is amazing.
It's so good, dude. It's literally like one of the best cameras I've ever used in bar none. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
We live in a crazy time.
We live in a crazy time. Oh, I was going to buy that camera if I didn't have like whiplash from changing so often that I was like, I'm just going to get the S5. But
yeah. I wish there was a magic button where you could just be like the same thing that like yesterday I went to this like arcade basically, but instead of arcade games, it's just claw machines. And so you can like basically just like claw, but I won this like Lego box basically. And as soon as I won it, and I was like, I need to put this together immediately.
Yeah.
Right now. I need to sit down and put this like Lego flower pot with flowers in it together.
That's sick.
Why can't there be like a button like that that's like in filmmaking where I'm like, and maybe that's script writing, but I don't know.
Well, I think that's probably been my answer lately because...
Yeah, you're good at it, man. That's Furiosa video really showed that, like the storytell, the way you were able to storytell.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That video might have broken Jake. If we want to just deja vu on our content, like even more than we already have, like so much heartbroken self-doubt after that video. I can't even lie about it.
My God.
Because I really thought that one was going to crush.
Dude, you don't know. It still could.
It still could. I'm going to try one more thumbnail after we're done talking tonight. I think I've got a simpler idea. And then I need to just like move on. But
nice, yeah. Do you have the A/B testing yet? YouTube A/B thumbnail testing?
Theoretically, everyone got it, and I have not checked.
No, I like saw.
They said everyone got it.
I don't know, man. I have like a million YouTube channels, or like YouTube accounts. Sorry.
You do.
But I didn't see like in some of those counts. Oh, it does. Yeah. No, I test and compare. Yeah. Like in your thumbnail, like section, there's an upload file, there's an auto generated, and now there's a test and compare, which is pretty cool. But before
have that.
You don't have that yet?
I don't have that.
That's
I thought everyone got it, so that's kind of annoying.
Candidates first, crazy.
Thumbnail.
Before
like you're in YouTube Studio on desktop, right?
Like a video, yeah. I clicked on a video as you would change a thumbnail.
Yeah, I just have like change and download in the ellipses, right? Same kind of stuff.
Yeah. But it's like they added an extra box beside it. Because you know how it's like that gives you 3 stills?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that no longer exists. There's one still that says auto-generated, and then the third still is now test and compare.
Yeah. I don't have it.
Totally forgot to tell you. Dude, my actual like MacBook screen is cracked. So I can only use my MacBook hooked up now. I went to get this thing replaced. It's going to be $1,200.
So you're not doing it right.
So I'm not doing. He's like, "Oh, dude, yeah, almost the price of the laptop." And I'm like, "What?
What?" Yeah, dude, for $1,200, yeah, you just save up and get a new one. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm good. I'm just gonna leave this docked. But the crazy thing is, it's basically been docked. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I
don't know what I'm doing.
I feel really bad for my MacBook's battery health because I almost never use it as a laptop. It's basically just a desktop that I carry around for no fucking reason.
Wait, you think that's bad for the battery health?
It's gotta be, right? To leave it plugged in all the time and not drain it ever?
True. This is a question.
Granted, like technology has gotten way better.
I don't know.
Back in the day, that was terrible.
That's a question to the masses. You are an engineer.
I mean, I think there's a lot of stuff that has like helped improve that, but like from all of the battery research I've done, like anything lithium ion, lithium phosphate, you want to like drain occasionally to zero. And I haven't done that to my laptop in forever.
As soon as you started saying big words, my brain just went beep boop boop.
Beep, boop. Apple's beach ball just spinning.
Oh my god! I should add that in post if I remember.
No, that's too much work. Don't do that.
Man. Okay, before I forget.
But point being, well, what were you gonna?
No. I'm going on a complete different tangent. Finish what you're gonna say.
Well, I was just gonna say we both should buy Mac Studios next. Is what I was gonna say.
Yeah. I bought this on purpose though, man, because I was like, oh, I want to edit at cafes. I hate editing at cafes.
I hate editing at cafes, yeah. No, that's the thing. If I'm using it as a laptop, I'm like writing a script or doing something like that. And I could totally do that on a fucking iPad or something. I don't need a MacBook for that.
That's what I should have done. But here's the thing. I fucking hate editing or typing on a iPad.
Well, you can get a keyboard now.
I don't know.
I haven't tried them.
I hear what you're saying.
My ass, but
I hear what you're saying, but then it's basically a laptop.
Isn't it? Yeah, I don't know if it's like thinner or lighter or what the.
I don't know. I don't know how like far they've gotten since like the original like iPad keyboards, but that's where
we're totally two people that don't know what they're talking about arguing about something that very well could not be the case.
They have like such sick like
here I am like, oh dude, it's got to be lighter, and then like we go look it up and it's like the exact same, and I'm like, oh no.
Here's where I'm really at though, because I had this crisis the other day with somebody and they're like, yo, you should get the Apple Vision Pros. And I was like, that's fucking genius. I could be in the middle of a park typing a script. And then I was like, I don't know if I really, because then I'm not really in the park anymore. And then I looked at the price and I'm like, oh, I also don't have $6,000.
Yeah. He just kind of glazed over that fact. Oh, dude, just pick up a Vision Pro, you know? It's just like, you know, it's not like you could buy definitely a studio or two for that.
It's like you know what? I think I'm good with pencil and paper for right now.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, I think that is the answer. It's literally just like typing in the air.
Well, you can hook up a keyboard to the Vision Pro, which would be cool. Like you can have like a little, like you could get a Magic Keyboard.
Oh yeah, but you wouldn't have to. You could just put it in the air and just be typing like boop 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 boop. You know?
Yeah, but there's no way that experience is very good right now. I'd rather type on a freaking touchscreen than that. No, what I was gonna say too is they also announced at WWDC the like handwriting stuff for iPad that like cleans up your handwriting and like makes it all aligned. I was like, I might have to. Oh, I bet our iPad won't be new enough. I'll have to check that.
Oh man, you should buy a new one.
Kind of fun to write a script like that. I'm not gonna.
You should buy a new one and send me you the old one.
Okay. Deal.
My God. Okay, what I was originally gonna say is even before this call, I was doing it. I was in After Effects. Like, why is it so easy to sit at a blank canvas, editing wise, and just like make something? You're like, oh, what if I just like do a bunch of like doodling type of things, and oh, now I have an edit, and I can do that in like an hour or something. With no script, no like pre-thought out. Like I can guarantee you if I just said to you, you have 1 hour make something,
Yeah.
you would be able to like whip up something editing wise, no problem. Versus like when I just like, it doesn't come as easy when I'm staring at the camera. Like it's so daunting. But I could like open up After Effects, and within 5 minutes I have like an actual like composition going, an actual animation. Same thing in DaVinci. I can like start fucking around and it will take the time away from me, versus I can sit with the camera, aim it at my dog or like a cup for a few minutes, and I'm like, whatever. Like, what I just like, why is there a duality there? Like, why does it not hit the same like creativity thing that it, like there's no flow state that happens when you're just, because I guess granted you're just holding a camera, but still like I don't understand it, because that's seemingly right now is what's holding me back, because I'm like complaining to myself. I'm like, well, there's no like instant gratification when I like grab the FX3.
Right. Yeah, what is that? Well, here, this doesn't really answer your question, but one thing that I immediately thought of is there's a guy I've been recently following on Threads. Couldn't tell you who it was. But he just makes After Effects like animated logo graphic type stuff, and he just posts that. And I'm like, and I can't remember like if he's successful or, you know, what. I don't know if that's what he does full time or what, but same thing, right? It's like he just sits down with a blank canvas and After Effects, and it's like, oh, I'll just make a cool animated version of the App Store logo or whatever. And he's like, I mean, like, it just sounds like a dream to me for the exact same reason you're talking about, where it's like he can just sit down, make something, and then post it. And like, that's his workflow. And that just sounds amazing.
Yeah, that I get jealous of like art, like real artists, like like sketching and watercolor and stuff like that, because they're like working out a thing and then it's just done.
Yeah,
like, and if you're just like a sketching or Procreate artist, like you can do that very fast, and just have a piece of content. I don't know what it is. Maybe I just need to commit to like write instead of picking up the camera to be like, I'm gonna go shoot something. Pick up a notebook instead to be like, I'm gonna write something so that I have something to shoot, you know?
Yeah. I mean, again, I think it's different for everyone, but ever since I've started doing that, that has been the biggest game changer, where it's like, I don't film something typically until I know what I'm going for. Right? Which feels so like I can see it in your eyes. I can see it on your face. You're like, no, Jake, that makes me like, then I have to like do it for fake. I hate that. I hate that. But I'm telling you, man, it's so much better. And like, you know what? Still go out with your camera. Still go film stuff for fun. Maybe that will turn into something. Like, don't not do that. But like, if you really want to make a video, I think that like the pre-pro is huge.
Dude, I could not agree with you more. And the thing that happened to my body was like so much disagreement and uncomfortable to be like, and I'm like, why are you uncomfortable? He's right. What are you doing?
I could see it on your face. I was just like, he's just like clenching up, like, don't tell me this.
Yeah, it's like, maybe it's one of those things that you like know deep down. Because it's like, if you want an idea to come to life, then do the whole round trip. I think it's like taking those initial steps of like, okay, I have like an Easter egg of an idea. How do I like, what are your first steps to like actually flesh it out? Like, you have an idea for this thing. Then what? You know? Yeah, but then what? Like, recently, I was going to make a video about my Winston just turned 8, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll make like a little FX3 test film. He just turned 8. We'll go skateboarding. We'll do all his favorite things. I'm like,
yeah,
cool. And then I was like, but what's the script though?
Yeah, what's the story?
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, I'll just take the camera out and like film with it whenever we do something. Didn't hit record one time. Didn't take it out one time. Because there was I had no like story that I was like, oh, I need the shot. This is the shot that I need to grab. So there was never a time that I was like, oh, I'll start filming. So it's like, what's your first steps when you do that?
For me?
Yeah.
Like you're actually asking?
I'm actually asking, yeah.
Yeah, I mean like lately? Well, okay. I mean just because of recency bias, let's do the Furiosa video.
Yeah, 100%.
So, dude, you want to hear the craziest thing about that video? I was working up to the actual edit of like the trailer part, like the whole point of the video. I made the whole video up to that point before I did that part. So I didn't even know how the trailer was going to turn out. So like so first order of business, I wrote a script.
Oh,
I sat down I wrote a script, and I was like, hey, me and my he's not technically my brother-in-law, but about to be.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're still dating. Whatever. Love him. I wish he was my brother-in-law.
Nice.
We went to go see this movie. It was amazing. So I was like, okay, I've got the story here. We went and saw the movie, loved it. So I want to this is firing me up. And then, okay, there's the story beat about how there was all these trailers at the beginning. We literally looked at each other as we're watching all the trailers going like, dude, there's so many fucking trailers on this movie, but like, I'm here for it. I love that. Okay, that's another story beat. Okay, I know that I'm going to download all the footage and want to pre-process it so that I can pull all the music out. I know that I'm going to want to have the part with music bed. So I literally wrote all of that out ahead of time and then sat down and started working on the video. Because nowadays I'll record the voiceover and throw it in a timeline.
I like that you do that
as I go. So I literally shot the whole video up to the point of actually making the trailer and then went, okay, we got to this point. Now I gotta make it.
That's genius, yeah.
So
wait, did you script the part about Final Cut being poopy? With the scene detect?
No. So that was discovered while doing it. Yeah. So that was a piece that was not pre-scripted. So that's what I'm saying is like, I think it's so helpful for me to still try to predict everything and then also let certain things happen and then fold that in naturally, which would be like your dog video where it's like, hey, what am I trying to tell here with like his 8th birthday, and have some ideas of what I want and just embrace that like there is some narrative crafting going on for sure. But then there's going to be stuff that you catch that you're just like, oh, that was wholesome. And I didn't mean to do that.
Right.
Like I didn't tell my wife to not know who Chris Hemsworth was, but I was like, I can't not put that in the video. That's amazing. That wasn't scripted. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is I'm really trying to like do everything in writing as much as possible first, because it seems to be really helpful.
Yeah. Even you would be so disappointed with me, bro. I filmed this transition like launch video. Didn't script a word of it. I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna riff a intro. Like,
but why am I disappointed in you for that? I think that's badass.
Yeah, but
is it gonna go live, or did you hate it?
I didn't like it because I'm just like, hey, I like motion graphics. I make this thing. I also worked for Matt Diavella, and I'm like, why? People don't care. I have to like, if I'm gonna mention these things, you have to like craft it so they make sense. You know what I mean? To be like, oh, he was at the movie and there was a fuck ton of previews. Okay, that arc makes sense to the things that he's saying, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, just scripted, dude. It's the worst. Look, I've been there. I was fighting it for so long. I still think that it feels kind of gross sometimes, but it's been the changer.
What's your least favorite part of the movie making process?
Filming, by far. The day that an iPhone doesn't look like doo-doo, I will film everything on an iPhone, which I guess it probably is there.
Yeah, that's happening right now.
Yeah. But, well, that's what I was saying. It's like I want the H.265 log. If you can give me a file that's not just the biggest thing ever, because big files are so stupid. I hate big files, dude. Big files are dumb. Why do we have big files? Why is that? I know that someone out there is going to just absolutely flame me, but like, ProRes is the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, just shoot ProRes LT. That's fine.
Even that's too big.
Blackmagic 8:1 compression.
That one's a little better. I recently have been shooting freaking 8-bit HD because I told you that last week.
Yeah, 8-bit's crazy. I think that's a wild move, man.
It is a wild move.
You're shooting like a 60D over there. Got a Canon 60D shooting.
And it looks just fine.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's because you like... It's because you like know what you're doing so that you can use 8-bit, you know what I mean? Like back in the day when 8-bit was around, everyone fucking wasn't the same. I didn't know what lighting was when I had a 60D.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I think you should get a Blackmagic, man. Get a Blackmagic, get that compression going for you.
No, I do have a Blackmagic.
Oh yeah, you have a Pocket, right?
I have a Pocket 4K.
Yeah. That's what you should
be
doing.
Which I did use for a few shots in that video, actually. I did. And then I didn't like it anymore. I stopped using it.
True.
But what were we talking about?
I have no idea.
Oh, yeah. No, I was just saying I hate the filming process, and I would use my iPhone. I did that for one video. Maybe that was a while ago. I'm trying to remember how, like months, maybe a year ago. I shot a whole video on iPhone, and I actually really enjoyed that. I didn't love watching it back quality-wise, but I really enjoyed the process of it.
There's something that happens, like, I don't mind it when it's on my phone and I'm watching it on my phone, but I'm watching it, when I watch it on the computer, I'm like, ew.
Something happens to it that just makes it look like absolute dookie.
It's like it gets like sharpened or like unsharpened or something when you like transfer it over, and I'm like, that's not what it looked like. The struggle that I have when I'm filming on my phone is like, I don't know if I should shoot it horizontally or vertically.
Yeah.
So all my clips,
I do that all the time.
Yeah, I'm like, come back from like a trip or something that was fun to shoot. I'm like, all these are just mixed. I have only vertical footage.
Yeah. No, I think I told you. Yeah, like last Mother's Day, I made a video for my wife, and like, there's so many times because I'm making it, so it's got to be horizontal. Yeah. To like show her on the TV.
Yeah.
But there's so many times where it's just vertical clips like right down the middle, and it's like, I can't really fix this, so I guess we're just rolling with it.
What are you doing tomorrow for Father's Day?
Father's Day. Good. I think I'm getting biscuits and gravy for breakfast, which is my all-time fave.
Let's go.
So I'm very excited for that.
What's a biscuit?
Like the little bread. What do you mean? What's a biscuit?
I don't know what that meal is.
You've never had biscuits and what? Are you serious?
No.
You freaking Canadians.
We have like pancakes and shit over here. We're maple syrup.
I know, but I know what a pancake is. Here, let me find you a picture.
Isn't that like an English meal? Biscuits and gravy.
No, it's not.
Oh, that looks phenomenal.
It's like a really delicious piece of bread with like sausage gravy on top of it. It's not a breakfast you eat every day. It's not good for you, but it's really okay. You already looked it up.
Yeah, looks flaky.
Yeah, flaky kind of bread. It's a very like hearty. It's a man's breakfast.
It's a man's breakfast. Yeah, it's pretty much what I saw.
It's heart attack on a plate. Yeah, that's probably why you don't have it in Canada, because it's abysmal for you. And you guys actually care up there. Down here, it's just it's a disaster.
I don't know. I think we give the facade of that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
I guess
cool.
you guys have poutine.
So
we're doing that,
big
and then we're
old
gonna go see
breakfast.
Inside Out 2,
Oh, let's go.
which I'm super pumped on.
Great
'cause
reviews.
My son has not been to the movie theaters before, so I'm ready to blow his mind with how big the TV is. So,
He's never been to the movies. Oh, I guess he's
No,
just a
dude,
baby.
He's only 2. He's just 2. So like this is like the first movie that we were like, okay, he'll actually like probably sit through this one.
Will it like
And then
blow
we'll-
his eardrums out?
No, I don't. Oh well, I don't know. I mean, he's a human. He's a little human.
Yeah, I mean he listens to the TV now probably.
Yeah, he watches movies. I'll Google that, but I'm pretty sure he's past that. He's not that small anymore.
I have no dad experience at all. I'm just freaking Jake out.
Well, that's what I love, because you're like asking me these questions. I'm like, damn, are you right? Because that's gonna ruin. That's gonna ruin. I'm like so excited for that.
Every loud part now in the movie, you're like, so turn it down a little bit.
Turn it down. Turn it down. I don't know. I mean, his mom signed off on it, so
It'll be fine.
she's the one that's on. She's the one that's on top of everything, man. I'm just winging life. It's amazing that she puts up with me. Let's be real.
That's what a good partner's at. You know.
Yeah.
We love that. Love that for you.
Yeah.
Should we end it on Father's Day? Should we end it on Happy Father's Day? Do you have anything else you want to say?
I don't know. I mean, this episode was a whirlwind. It was great.
I couldn't tell you one thing we talked about.
I couldn't either, dude. Except for that you don't know what biscuits and gravy is.